How can there be a day and night? And if you're underground, how can there be a day and a night? So when the philosophers came to understand the concept of this ayah, putting it together with the aspect of there being a veil, the actual concept of barzakh is a veil, they concluded that the people in barzakh are on this world. When they're on this world, there is a barzakh between us and them that Allah has created. Nor can we see them, nor they see us. Nor can we hear them, nor they can hear us. And that's where the concept comes into place. بَيْنَهُمَا بَرْزَخٌ. There is a barzakh placed between them. A veil placed between them. Now we know from the traditions that it says that a soul of a believer will go towards a particular valley and a soul of a disbeliever will go to a particular valley. Now we have in the traditions there's an area known as Wadi Salam. If you're a true believer, doesn't matter if your body is being buried here or your body was lost at sea. Your soul will go to a place by the name of Wadi Salam in the back of Kufa, alongside a neighboring Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. So you'll find that we have, when going to there, in the state of barzakh, the traditions tell us that people are like hulaq, like circles, everywhere. One group would come and say, let's say a friend of theirs would come. And they'd welcome him. Salaamu alaykum, alaykum as-salam. Welcome to the believer's circle. And they'll say, for example, where's such and such? Has he joined us? He says, well, he's died 10 years before me. He says, hold on, then we haven't seen him yet. He says, then if he's not part of us, he must have gone to the other valley. He must have died not a believer. Where's the other valley? The other valley is known by the name Wadi Barahut. Wadi Barahut, likewise, in a worldly perspective, like we can associate where Wadi Salam is in the back of Kufa, you'll find Wadi Barahut is found in Yemen. A companion comes towards Imam al-Baqir alayhi afdal as-salati was-salam and he asks him, Imam al-Baqir asks him, he says, where are you from? And the companion says, I'm from a very far land. Imam says, wherever this land is, it's still on earth, so tell me where you come from. He says, I come from a land by the name of Ad. He says, Ad from Yemen? He says, did you come past 2 trees that the merchants always use as shelter in the heat of the desert? They'll use those 2 trees. Behind it is a valley. He says, yes, I've gone past those 2 trees. He says, what did you think of the valley that's behind those 2 trees? He says, it's a very dark valley. People don't tread there in fear. He says, surely that is Wadi Barahut, where the souls of the disbelievers, the dhulama, or dhalimin are all there. Just like we have a joint area where the souls of the believers are, that's where the disbelievers' souls are joined. So we have sections for them. Now let's look at the communication aspect. A person comes and says, well, hold on. Sah, there's a barzakh between them and us for many reasons. Is there any chance that I have of communication or them having communication with us? And yes, there is. The first of which is a person that's in barzakh. They have the ability to come and see their families on different occasions. Some believers, let's say, depending on your rank, will come and see their families on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, yearly basis, depending on the rank that you have in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you come towards your family, because you're a believer, when you choose to come, whether it be 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, the angels that come with you to see your family, they ensure that what you see from your family is only that which is good. So you see your family, if you're a believer, performing salat, enjoying good, seeing them in the night prayers, seeing them doing bir towards al-walidain, seeing them give charity, seeing them in acts of worship towards Allah that will allow the soul that's viewing these actions from the family to be sufficed and at ease and in a happy state. And on the reverse, disbelievers also shall see their family perform, whether it be good or whether it be bad, or even whether it will be between the two, that you may be hurting someone's feelings, that it has aspects in barzakh. So he sees the alim in a dream, and the alim takes him with him. He takes him in the garden of heaven that he was in. And he walks him and walks and walks. And he sees as far as the eye can see of the blessings that Allah has given him. And he sits with him in the bustan that he had, conversing. He says, until a particular time came in the day where this alim, all of a sudden, his physical appearance began to change. He became scared. He began to shiver and sweat. And he says, I saw everything around him become clouded and become dark. And at the end of the bustan, I saw a little bee come towards him. The entire thing changed. A little bee came towards him. And in which it came straight to him, he opened his mouth, took his tongue out, and that bee stung him on the tongue. And when it stung him, he says, I saw my teacher in such an excruciating level of pain that I've never seen anyone. He says, as soon as it stung him, it went away. The day changed. It went back to normal. So I began to ask him. I says, hold on, my teacher, you're such a great man. Why is it that this particular bee came to you and everything changed? He says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been very favorable towards me. He has helped me on many levels because of what I have done in dunya. He says, however, there's one aspect that I've done that I haven't attained forgiveness for. When we discover what this actually is, we'll begin to think twice about everyone that we speak to, honestly. He says, my wife, I've never oppressed her. I've never raised my voice on her. I've never harmed her in any way. There's one aspect that I've done to my wife, which I thought was a joke. But actually, I understood that it was hurting her this whole time. What was it, brothers and sisters? He goes, this alim, after he wakes up from the dream, he goes towards the house of his teacher, knocks on the door, enters. He sits down and he asks permission to talk to the alim's wife. And he begins to tell her A, B, C, D, I saw him in a dream, etc. He says, I want to ask you, is there anything that you have against your husband? And she says, no, without a doubt, he was a beautiful. She says, whenever we'd go over our family's house, he never used to call me Fatima. He used to call me Fatum. So in ours, that's not a sin. It's not a sin, but it's hurting someone. She says, I keep telling him, don't call me Fatima. We're elderly in front of other people. You know, I'm embarrassed, even though it's my family. But he remained doing it, because he thought it was funny. So she says, that's the one thing that, you know, my heart hasn't forgiven him yet for. He says, you know, because you haven't forgiven him, this is what he's attaining in barzakh. She says, that's what's happening to him. She says, yes. She goes, Baba, I've forgiven him for it. The next day, the alim sees in the dream, he says, thank you that you've taken away from me this excruciating pain. In where? In alam al-ru'ya. Makes you think about your actions, doesn't it? What effect every single act will have in barzakh and the hereafter, when everything will be written in a book. So the second level is alam al-ru'ya. The third is alam al-mukashafa. Now this alam is only applicable to the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the lofty in rank, the infallibles and the highly ranked in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And mukashafa literally means to remove the veil. And takshif ma wara al-ghita. Now when you remove this veil, you can have contact with the world of barzakh, with the alam of barzakh. There was a companion in Imam al-Baqir's time. He came towards the Imam and he began to tell him, he says, oh Imam, Allah. He says, I am from your Shia. I'm one of the people that have the wilayah of Ahlul Bayt. He says, but my father did not. And my father died a rich man. But he always used to go towards and lean towards the ideas of Bani Umayyah. And he hated the Ahlul Bayt and he despised them. That I am his only son. And he was a wealthy man, and in his wealth, he hid it all away. Can you please, O Imam, tell me where it is? I'm his only son. And he had hatred towards you, and he has hidden the wealth from me, and I am in desperate need of it. Can you assist me? He says, you want to talk to your father? Don't worry about me communicating with him. Do you want to talk to your father and ask him for yourself? He says, if that's possible, he says, not a problem. So the Imam takes a piece of paper out and writes something in it. He folds the piece of paper, gives it to him. He says, oh man, go towards the Baqi'. In the Baqi', at night, I want you to call someone by the name of Darjan. And keep calling him until he comes. When he comes, tell him that your Imam al-Baqir asks you to bring forth my father. So he goes to al-Baqi' and he calls Darjan, Darjan, until a man comes from the outskirts. He says, what is it? He says, I am a messenger from Imam al-Baqir, and he has given me this letter to you, and he tells you, bring forth my father. Looks at it, he says, not a problem. Goes inside. Then he comes back with a person that has been, as narration, if we can translate it correctly, charcoaled from the fire. So the man looks at Darjan and says, Darjan, that's not my father. He says, no, no, it's your father. He says, it's not my father. And he replies, yes, I am your father. He says, Father, what happened to you? He says, this is what happens to someone that rejects the wilayah of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. He says, now I see the truth. Oh my son, I have hid away the fortune that I left behind in this area of my bustan. Take it, it shall be 100,000 dinars. Of the 100,000, I want you to give 50,000 towards Imam al-Baqir, and you take 50,000. And he returns towards the Imam after many weeks, giving him the 50,000. Telling him, did you see? He says, yes, I saw the truth. The third aspect is alam al-mukashafa. Now let's look at the punishment aspect. Inshallah, we can conclude as fast as we can. The punishment and the reward aspect. Does the soul become punished in barzakh, or is it the body of the human? Which is it? Some people say no, the soul gets punished. Some say no, the body was punished. And when we come to the traditions, it tells us that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders the angels to extract the soul from the human body. Now we don't go into detail of what happens in the grave and how a little bit of the soul returns back towards the body in order for him to reply towards Munkar and Nakir or Mubashir and Bashir. Going past that, the punishment and the reward aspect, the traditions tell us that when your soul is extracted from your body, your physical, dense, worldly body, it is placed in a barzakh body. This barzakh body is identical to your worldly body. It's as if when a person sees you in their dreams in alam al-ru'ya, when you see them, you don't see them in their body of this dunya, you see them in their barzakh body, which is identical but transparent, soft, that it contains the body, it contains the soul, sorry. And that's one aspect. So when you see these people, you'll understand and you'll recognize them. When you see them, you say 100%, that's this person. That, the soul plus the barzakh body is which shall be punished or rewarded in barzakh. Now the hereafter is a different aspect. In the hereafter, you're resurrected how you died. So as an example, Hujr ibn Adi, when he's captured by Muawiyah's men, when they're about to kill him, Hujr, what does he ask? He says, I want you to do one favor for me before you kill me. He says, what is it, O Hijr? He says, when you kill me, leave these shackles on my hand. So when I'm resurrected, I want to be resurrected with my shackles. So in the hereafter, you're resurrected how you die. That's why in our traditions we find that in the day of judgment, Imam al-Hussain will be resurrected without a head. His head's in his hands. Abu Fadl al-Abbas, how's he resurrected? Tell me. Ali al-Akbar, how will he be resurrected? When Fatima al-Zahra comes towards Allah and she has a box in her hand. Let's go towards Karbala. She has a box in her hand and she lifts it towards Allah. Says, Oh Allah, ihkum bayni wa bayna qati'ayk hadhihi al-kaffayn. Oh Allah, judge between me, Fatima al-Zahra, and with the people that cut off these two hands of Abu Fadl al-Abbas. In the plains of Karbala, brothers and sisters, there was one person that died that couldn't defend himself. People can defend themselves from the little people such as Imam San al-Qasim. He fought. Aun and Muhammad fought. Abu Fadl al-Abbas valiantly fought. Ali al-Akbar fought, defending themselves. But I want to ask you, how did Abdullah al-Radi', the 6-month-old, defend himself, brothers and sisters? Imam al-Hussain goes towards the tent, seeing everyone murdered on the plains of Karbala. His eye sees everyone on the plains that he once knew, once smiled with, laughed with, and all of a sudden they're laying on the plains of Karbala. Some of them had their heads severed and put on spears. He goes towards the tents, hearing screaming of his 6-month-old. Then he begins to go inside the tents. He says, bring for me my 6-month-old. Surely, if they want to kill the people that can defend themselves, then surely they won't kill a 6-month-old. He takes him. Brothers and sisters, Imam al-Hussain, always when he went to go towards the army, he'd ride on his horse. This time, he goes out on the battlefield walking slowly, covering something under his garments from the heat of the sun of Karbala. This person was the 6-month-old of Imam al-Hussain. The people see Imam al-Hussain coming towards them. They begin to analyze, what exactly is Imam al-Hussain doing? All of a sudden he removes from his garments the beautiful 6-month-old Abdullah al-Radi'. The people begin to look. They say, what is this? Imam al-Hussain says, this person is dying of thirst. My 6-month-old. إِذْ كَانَ ذَنْبٌ لِلْكِبَارِ فَمَا ذَنْبُ هَذَا الرَّضِيعِ فَمَا ذَنْبُ الصِّغَارِ. If there was a particular sin that the elders have done, then what sin does this 6-month-old have? Then you take the water away from him. Take this 6-month-old and give him some water. He's about to die of thirst. So the army goes into split. One side of an army says, why do you not give this 6-month-old water? Imagine, brothers and sisters, I want you to envision if anyone has a son or a daughter or a niece or a nephew when they're first born, and they lay eyes on your eyes, or they caress you with their soft touch, or how fragile their body is, and you're afraid to even move them or hold them because of how gentle you have to be. He holds this 6-month-old towards the army. One half would say, give him water, and their hearts were broken. The other half would say, do not leave from this household even the 6-month-old. Kill him in the hands of his father Hussain. So the army begins to fight. All of a sudden Umar ibn Sa'ad sees that the army has split. He looks towards the archer. Harmala. Harmala says, when I struck, 4 of my arrows missed. 3 actually hit the target. Which three hit the target, O Karbala? He says the first arrow that hit the target that I wanted was in the eyes of Abu Fadl al-Abbas. He says the second arrow that I shot hit the heart of Abu Abdullah al-Hussain, taking it from one side and removing it from the other. He says the third arrow that I struck that broke my heart is as I struck it on the soft neck of Abdullah al-Razi', the 6-month-old, whilst he's in the hands of his father Hussain. Imagine, brothers and sisters, Imam al-Hussain all of a sudden holding Abdullah al-Razi' up towards the heavens, and he sees the arrow piercing his neck. The traditions say all of a sudden this 6-month-old, he would flap his wings, he would flap his hands like wings, his legs would start to move vigorously in the hands of Abu Abdullah. Imam al-Hussain, look at the traditions, brothers and sisters. Imam al-Hussain brings him close to him. All of a sudden Abdullah takes his hands out and he hugs the neck of Abu Abdullah al-Hussain. He hugs his father in his final moments. Now Imam al-Hussain, look what the tradition says, brothers and sisters. He says on the plains of Karbala, he stood there for 1 entire minute. Why? He says, what do I do? Do I bury Abdullah al-Razi' here? Or do I take him back towards the tents? They cannot handle this side, so he's confused on the plains of Karbala. Our master Imam al-Hussain in such an idea and a stance. Do I stay and bury him? Or do I return towards the tents? ساعد الله قلبك يا أبا عبد الله. ساعد الله قلبك يا زينب. He returns back to the tents, but he returns, but we put Abdullah al-Razi' under his garments, so no one sees the 6-month-old. Sakina comes towards Abu Abdullah. Oh my father, I heard that the crying has stopped of my little brother. Oh Abu Abdullah, surely they have given him water to quench his thirst. That's why he is not crying anymore, isn't it? Abu Abdullah removes from his garments Abdullah al-Razi' with the arrow still lodged within his neck. Sakina says, oh father, take Abdullah away from me. I cannot bear this sight. He says, call your auntie Zainab. Zainab comes. Imagine what Zainab has gone through, brothers and sisters. Imam al-Hussain takes out Abdullah al-Razi', gives it to Syed. Sayyidah Zainab, she holds him. How is she going to tell? How is she going to tell Rabab that your 6-month-old has been martyred? Tell me, brothers and sisters, how can you tell a mother that your infant child that's still suckling is being killed from one side of her neck to another? She takes towards Rabab. She says, Rabab, Aliyun al-Akbar died, didn't he? She says, yes. She says, Qasim has died, hasn't he? She says, yes. She says, imagine what their mothers have gone through. She says, I understand. It's not easy for a mother to lose her child. So she says, Rabab, Azam Allah laki al-ajr. By who has passed away, O Zainab? My 6-month-old, my Abdullah al-Razi'. She says, yes, inna lillah. More than that, brothers and sisters, after the calamity of Abu Abdullah, and I end on this, after the calamity of Abu Abdullah, after they were about to leave from Karbala, every qawm had a head on a spear. There was one particular qawm that didn't want to leave the plains of Karbala. They said, because we don't have a head to put on a spear. Umar ibn Sa'ad says, how on earth am I going to take them? What do I give them? So he starts looking around. Imam al-Hussain, he buried Abdullah al-Razi' behind the tents. Umar ibn Sa'ad goes from behind the tents. He sees a little bit of sand that was elevated. He begins to dig it. He finds Abdullah al-Razi'. He takes Abdullah al-Razi', whatever was left between his head and his body from the arrow that struck him. He takes the head, look at it. He takes the head of Abdullah al-Razi'. He places it on a spear. He gives gives it towards the qawm. Then the qawm say, now we're happy, we can take this head of a 6-month-old towards Yazid so he can give us from his wealth. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل محمد أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. Raise your hands, brothers and sisters. Ya Ali. Let's pray to Allah whilst our tears are still pouring, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides us to always perform the correct actions, that Allah will reward us and there's no actions that He will punish us for, not only in this dunya but in barzakh and the hereafter. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows our feet to be steadfast on the path of Ahlul Bayt. The Surah Al-Mubarakat Al-Fatiha, but before it, 3 of your loudest salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات. بر حبیب خدا خاتم الانبیاء بلند تر صلوات. برائے خوشنودی سیدہ طاہرہ بلند تر صلوات. برائے خوشنودی امام زمانہ بلند تر صلوات. نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ رسالت، نعرہ رسالت، نعرہ حیدری، حیدری، حسینیت، حسینیت، یزیدیت، یزیدیت، بر دشمنان اہل بیت لعنت، بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل. آج کی اس مجلس عزا کا 5ویں مجلس عزا کا اردو مجلس عزا کا باقاعدہ آغاز کیا جاتا ہے. آپ تمام حضرات سے گزارش ہے کہ درود پڑھتے ہوئے تھوڑا تھوڑا آگے تشریف لے آئیں. بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات. صلی علی محمد. آتے جائیں، تھوڑا تھوڑا آگے آئیں تاکہ بعد میں آنے والوں کے لیے جگہ بنے، ڈسٹربنس نہ ہو. بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات. میرے پاس آج وقت تھوڑا کم ہے، قبلہ تشریف لا چکے ہیں، لیکن میں کوشش کروں گا کہ جو حضرات پڑھ سکیں. مجتبیٰ شاہ صاحب سے گزارش ہے کہ وہ آئیں اور ذکر کربلا بیان فرمائیں. ایک مرتبہ درود پڑھ لیجئے.
صلوات. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. حال غم سنائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے. حال غم سنائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے. زخم دل دکھائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے. محفلیں جمائیں گے جب امام بامدر سجائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے جشن ہم منائیں گے جشن ہم منائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے زخم ہے ابھی تازہ مکہ اور مدینہ کے شام کو پھکر بوبلا ہم بلا نہیں سکتے آج سکی پتائی دوں غیر سے نہیں پہنچے جتنے دکھ اٹھائے ہیں ہم نہ کر مغویوں سے ایک ایک چکائیں گے ایک ایک چکائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے
امام زمانہ بلند تر صلوات
اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلیہ حال غم سنائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے شک ہے جن کو اللہ کے عدل اور عدالت پر مذہب نبوت پر سیدہ کی عظمت پر مرتضیٰ کی احمد سے منتصر نیابت پر شک ہے جن کو بارہ پر باروے کی غیبت پر سب ہی مار کھائیں گے سب ہی مار کھائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے حال غم سنائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے زخم دل دکھائیں گے جب امام آئیں گے صلوات
ماشاءاللہ ماشاءاللہ مولا مجتبیٰ شاہ صاحب کی توفیقات میں اضافہ فرمائیں ان کی زبان میں اور تاثیر عطا فرمائیں اور تمام نوجوانان ملت کو بھی یہ جذبہ عنایت فرمائیں کہ ذکر محمد و آل محمد کرنے میں پیش ہوں ایک مرتبہ مجلس کی مقبولیت کے لیے بلند آواز سے درود پڑھیے صلی علی محمد آج محرم الحرام کی اس چھٹی مجلس میں ہم جناب شہزادہ علی اصغر علیہ السلام کا تذکرہ کرتے ہیں اور انشاءاللہ بعد از مجلس عزا شبیہ جھولا شہزادہ علی اصغر برآمد کیا جائے گا ایک مرتبہ مل کر درود پڑھ لیجئے اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی یزیدیت کے جو طوفان سر اٹھاتے ہیں یزیدیت کے جو طوفان سر اٹھاتے ہیں حسینیت کے سمندر میں ڈوب جاتے ہیں یزیدیت کے جو طوفان سر اٹھاتے ہیں حسینیت کے سمندر میں ڈوب جاتے ہیں اور تبسم علی اصغر نے کر دیا ثابت تبسم علی اصغر نے کر دیا ثابت یزیدیت پہ تو بچے بھی مسکراتے ہیں یزیدیت پہ تو بچے بھی مسکراتے ہیں مل کر درود پڑھ لیجئے میں مختصر وقت کے لیے دعوت دوں گا مظفر ترمذی صاحب کو کہ وہ آئیں اور ذکر جناب علی اصغر بیان فرمائیں مل کر درود پڑھ لیجئے
باواز بلند صلوات. ماں کہتے تھے کیا کیا ملال جھیلے ہوں گے بہنا نہیں ہے پاک کس کھیلے ہوں گے. باواز بلند صلوات. میرا بچہ بھی مار ہے اس لیے میرے سے پڑھا نہیں جا رہا. تھینک یو ویری مچ. اللہم
سب مل کر دعا کیجئے مولا مظفر ترمذی صاحب کے بچے کو صحت کاملہ و عاجلہ عطا فرمائے. جناب شہزادہ علی اصغر کے صدقے میں اس کو جلد از جلد صحت عطا فرمائے. مل کر درود پڑھیے. اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل محمد. میں دعوت دوں گا جناب میرے قبلہ استاد ہیں اور ابھی تک میں انہیں پڑھوا نہیں سکا. آپ تمام سے گزارش ہے کہ ان کی صحت کے لیے بھی دعا کیجئے کہ مولا انہیں صحت کاملہ و عاجلہ عطا فرمائیں. میں گزارش کروں گا جناب اجمل حسین قومی صاحب سے کہ وہ آئیں اور ذکر جناب شہزادہ علی اصغر بیان فرمائیں. ایک مرتبہ مل کر درود پڑھ لیجئے.
رسول اللہ.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمدللہ رب العالمین. الصلاة والسلام علی اشرف الانبیاء والمرسلین. صلوات. وعلى الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من يومنا وعداوتهم إلى يوم الدين. الصلاة والسلام على حسن المسموم وحسين المظلوم المجروح المقتول المذبوح بأرض کربلا. غم حسنین جس چشم کو منظور نہیں وہ عین ہے جس عین میں نور نہیں. سرگشتہ کیوں چرخ ستمگار پھرے ہائے ہائے سر شبیر پہ تلوار پھرے. جس بی بی کا سایہ کبھی دیکھا نہ خورشید ہائے ہائے وہی بی بی سر بازار پھرے. اور کون دیا شہزادیاں دا جڈا کوچ مدین اتھیا سجاد آدھے کئی میلا تائیں وہ پیو فضل داروں دار ہاتھ رکھ جگر تے آنکھیں ہائے قسمت تے عباس جندیا مر گیا کیوں مینڈیا جندیا مینڈی سینی کو اج باہر آونا پیا نہیں چھوڑ کے ٹر دے دھیاں کو او دستور ہوندے پیو مادا میں کو دسیا ہاں مڑے نامے میں پند اوکھے شاہ مدرا دا سیدہ نے لئی ٹر سنگ دی تنگ گلیاں او میڈی دھی بیمار زیادہ دے روک کلم نا من گال میڈی نانا میں لکھے سغرا دا اللہ لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات ایک مرتبہ درود پڑھتے پڑھتے تھوڑا آگے تشریف لے آئیے بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات اللہم مہربانی کیجئے تھوڑا تھوڑا آگے تشریف لے آئیے تاکہ مجلس کا ماحول بنے پیچھے بعد میں آنے والوں کو جگہ ملے بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات صلی علی محمد میرے ہر خواب کی تعبیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے جو اولاد والے ہیں ذرا میری طرف توجہ کر کے کہ جن کے چھوٹے بچے ہیں وہ کیا خواہش رکھتے ہیں اور کیسا محسوس کرتے ہیں جب ان کا بچہ زندگی کے مختلف مراحل سے گزرتا ہے مولا آج کے دن کا صدقہ جو بے اولاد ہے ان کی جھولیاں بھر دے میرے مالک کہ میرے ہر خواب کی تعبیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے کہ بچے کو میرے شبیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور لبوں پہ اس کے اب ایک مسکراہٹ کھیلتی ہے لبوں پر اس کے اب ایک مسکراہٹ کھیلتی ہے کہ اس کو اصغر بے شیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور علم غازی کا کاغذ پہ بنا لیتا ہے اکثر علم غازی کا کاغذ پہ بنا لیتا ہے اکثر بلندی کی اسے تفسیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے بلندی کی اسے تفسیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے ہر مومن کی خواہش ہے یہ وہ لفظ کربلا لکھتا ہے کالے مارکر سے وہ لفظ کربلا لکھتا ہے کالے مارکر سے سیاہی سے اسے تنویر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور وہ چھاؤں میں رہے گا سیدہ کی وہ چھاؤں میں رہے گا سیدہ کی اسے اب چادر تطہیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور سب سے بڑی بات جو ہر مومن وہ چھاؤں میں رہے گا سیدہ کی اسے اب چادر تطہیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور اٹھا کر ہاتھ اب بچہ میرا کرتا ہے ماتم یہ ہم سب کی خواہش ہے کہ وہ مولا کا ماتمی بنے عزادار بنے کہ اٹھا کر ہاتھ اب بچہ میرا کرتا ہے ماتم اسے خود ہاتھ سے تقدیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اسے خود ہاتھ سے تقدیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے اور سپاہی ہو گیا ہے لشکر سجاد کا وہ سپاہی ہو گیا ہے لشکر سجاد کا وہ سرے کاغذ اسے زنجیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے سرے کاغذ اسے زنجیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے میرے ہر خواب کی تعبیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے کہ بچے کو میرے شبیر لکھنا آ گیا ہے. درود پڑھ لیجئے. صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد. کل بھی انشاءاللہ وقت سے مجلس شروع ہو جائے گی. آج تھوڑا سا انگلش لیکچر طویل ہو گیا تھا اس لیے تھوڑا زحمت ہو رہی ہے، لیکن کیونکہ عزاداری کے دن ہے، یہ راتیں اب پھر اگلے سال ہی آئیں گی، تو اس لیے ذرا دل بڑا کر کے تھوڑا سا تعاون کر کے آپ ہمارے ساتھ رہیں گے. جو بھی انشاءاللہ آج مجلس کے بعد شبیہ جھولا جناب شہزادہ علی اصغر برآمد ہوگا. کل انشاءاللہ 7 محرم کی مطابقت سے مہندی جناب شہزادہ قاسم برآمد کی جائے گی. 9 محرم کو انشاءاللہ شبیہ تابوت جناب شہزادہ علی اکبر، اور انشاءاللہ 10 محرم کو یہیں پہ دن کو اعمال بھی ہوں گے، اور انشاءاللہ مجلس عزا کا بھی انعقاد ہوگا. سیٹرڈے کو 12:30 بجے جلوس عزا کا آپ سب جانتے ہیں کہ پلیٹ فیلڈ گارڈن سے انشاءاللہ جلوس برآمد ہوگا، جو اپنے مقررہ راستوں سے ہوتا ہوا اسی امام بارگاہ میں اختتام پذیر ہوگا. آپ تمام حضرات سے شرکت کی اپیل ہے. اس کے ساتھ ہی میں بغیر کسی وقت کے آپ کے درمیان حائل ہوئے بغیر میں دعوت دوں گا نہایت عزت و احترام سے جناب حجت الاسلام والمسلمین جناب قبلہ حسین رضا نقوی صاحب کو کہ وہ آئیں اور ذکر کربلا بیان فرمائیں اور فضائل و مصائب جناب شہزادہ علی اصغر بیان فرمائیں. مل کر بلند آواز سے درود پڑھیں. اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی اللہ اکبر. یا رسول اللہ، یا رسول اللہ.
محمد وآل محمد بلند تر صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بار دیگر بلند تر صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان اللعین الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ المحمود بنعمتہ المعبود بقدرته المطاع بسلطانه النافذ امره في سمائه وارضه الذي خلق الخلق بقدرته فميزهم بأحكامه وأعزهم بدينه وأكرمهم بنبيه محمد المصطفى سید بریته सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वअलल अस्फियाء मिन इतरतिही अम्मा बाद फ़क़द क़ालल जलील फ़ी मुहकमे किताबिही व मुत्क़ने ख़िताबिही बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अफ़हसिबतुम अन्नमा ख़लक़नाकुम अबसा सलावत सलामत रहो इंशाअल्लाह तवज्जुहात इमाम ज़माना दे ज़ेरे साया रहो। आया मजीदा जड़ी कल तिलावत की थी तुहाडे सामने गुफ्तगू अगर जनाब दे अज़हान च होवे अल्लाह फरमांदा दुनिया ते भेजा ही मैं है बोले सही मैं तुहाडी मर्जी होई ता भी आवना पोसी मर्जी ना होई ता भी आवना पोसी। शुरफा मासूम ने एक वक्त बतौर खास मुसलमाना को याद दिलाया। फरमाया उज़कुर मसरा का बैन यदाए अहले का, उस वक्त नू याद करो जदा तुसा अपने अहलो अयाल दे दरमियान हो सो। ला तबीबा यनफाओ का वला हबीबा यमनाओ का, न कोई डॉक्टर और हकीम तुहानू बचा सकसी ते ना कोई दोस्त तुहानू रोक सकसी। उस वक्त अगर कम आ सकदे इंसान दे ता अमल साले। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला तवज्जो तो है ना मेरे पास सारे। अगर कहीं को दुनिया च भेजना चाहे तो कहीं शख्स दी जुरअत नहीं कि वो दुनिया ते न आवन देवे। अगर दुनिया च भेजे हुए किसी शख्स नू अल्लाह रखना चाहे तो कहीं दी जुरअत नहीं कि न रहमन देवे। ते अगर किसी भेजे हुए नू बुला ले तो पहले अर्ज कर चुका कहीं दी जुरअत नहीं कि उसनू न जावन देवे। ये त्रै जुमले तुसां ज़हन च रखने। अगर दुनिया च ले आना चाहे तो किसी दी जुरअत नहीं कि रोक सके। दुनिया च रखना चाहे तो कहीं दी जुरअत नहीं कि न रहन देवे। और अगर वापस बुलावे तो वत